that he doesn't think that kids should, really kids should have lots of time on computers and typing just to observe things while they're kind of just learning from other people. And I do agree with that. I think that kids should have a tiny bit more hands-on experience because, well, they need to learn eventually. So, yeah.
Okay, I'd also like to add on that I think that maybe they should start learning like around 3rd grade, working with the computers and stuff, because I remember my teachers in 3rd grade saying, we're kind of getting into the older half of elementary school at least. And I still think that the younger grades would be capable of using them, but like I have a 2-year-old brother and he can actually use most electronics, but I know you have to like watch him, and kindergartners are different than a 2-year-old, but they still would need to be monitored more, and you can't have like a bunch of people watching all of them, at once to make sure that they're all on the right page. And so I think around like 3rd grade is a time that they would be able to use like electronics.
Application. What other ways would you choose to use one-on-one?
I think another way like that you could use one-to-one with the computer is for tests. When you have to write like a long paragraph or something, like a really, really long, just something that you have to take a lot of time to do, because if you like make one mistake, that you can't make any mistake. If you're not allowed to make any mistakes and you like make one mistake in the middle of the whole thing, you have to erase it and try and fit it in without it looking sloppy or stuff like. It's easier to fix your work because all you have to do is like click backspace, space, stuff like that. And you can get it done quicker. And it doesn't look as sloppy because the computer prints it out for you. But some people don't have that nice handwriting, like me, so it's hard to read my work. So, go.
I would like to add on that if you have after-school activities and your teacher gives you homework for that after-school activity, such as hula, you could use the computer. So when if you have to look something up online, you can copy it and paste it, and then you can have that work right in front of you and put it in your own words, so then you don't have to keep looking back and forth at your paper and the computer.
Okay, so our class discussed that that the other ways that they would like to use one-on-one is like math and after-school activities and book reports and essays. Sorry. And tests, and those kind of things that take a long time, and the computer is like easier for them to fix those things. And I agree with pretty much all of those things that were said. Yeah.
One of the ways that I would use one-on-one would be like writing really long writing assignments or like essays. But you might because then you can get feedback easily, and it'll be easier to write it all down than just writing on pieces of paper. And I agree with what Hayden.
I observed for when you're in class, when you're in the classroom and outside, when we're doing the computers one-to-one, that it was pretty good. Like, we could get things, like in the last question, we could get things done quicker. Like, let's see, some kids would get off topic though, like me and other students. I used to play games when I wasn't supposed to, but I stopped. And outside of the class, it's okay, but for me personally, I write it on the paper, my reading log, because like our family, we share a computer, and sometimes at home the Wi-Fi goes out a lot, so I just decided to write it on paper. And yep. Oh, I agree with everybody else.
Okay, I would like to add on that in class, like, not too many people get off topic, but some people do. And outside of class, I like to use the reading response because my computer takes a really long time to start.
Okay then.